Hello. I'm so very sorry that you have to do this, but I promise it'll be very quick and very easy. So I'm going to show you with this book how to fix it. So you want to open the book to the middle of the paper gatherings here to cut it off. So we just take scissors and sort of just get them under here and snip. You can then go around to the front and just slowly go through each hole to remove all of the thread, like so. Just take your time and be gentle on the suede because it can also wash your hands before you do this. Is probably a good idea, but that's maybe obvious. So I just pulled it out, and then these just come right out. And then you can do that with the rest, which I won't do right now, and I'll just stop and start again. Okay, so you have all of your pages out, and the book is empty. So I always start with the last pack of papers on the back, and then work your way up. So take your needle that's threaded and pop it through the center hole from the inside, like so, and kind of like leave it hanging on your hand like that. And then I just pop the, see if I can get this on here, pop it through the center hole in the very last set of rows there. And then pull it through, and then you leave like 3 or 4 inches inside, because that's where you're going to tie the knot. So, with your thread nice and taut through the hole, you're going to be on the outside of the book, and then you're going to go in the next hole to the right. And then pop it through. So you just have to meet the holes together, which can be sort of a pain, but just be patient. Like, this is hard to do. I'll also videotaping it. Okay. So, okay. And pull it through. And you have a lot of thread, so it'll be a long pull through. Just be patient with it. I gave you lots in case something happened and you had extra. Okay, so as you're out the second hole, we're going to go in the last hole. Go all the way through. And then you're outside again, and then you're going to go back in the hole that you just came out of. Like that. And you always want to make sure it's like nice and tight. Gently pull it. Don't pull it too tight. Okay. So now you're back inside again. And then you want to pass, make sure everything's, just pull it nice and tight so that it keeps overexposing, so that it's nice and taut on the inside and on the outside. You just kind of pull them. So you pass the center hole, and you go through this second to last hole on the other side. So this is all in the diagram, and they're lettered. Diagram might actually be easier to follow. And come out this back one. And then through the last hole. If you kind of if you have trouble meeting, because sometimes when you go through the cover and then go through the pack of paper, it's hard to meet the holes, but you basically just have to flip it back and forth to meet the holes up sometimes. And then it should pop through. Just be gentle with it because the paper can rip. Which is not good. Okay. So, back inside, and then you're gonna go, again, just like the other side, go back in the hole you just came out of. Or, yeah, you can see this hole right here. Okay. Pull it all the way through. Again, make sure, like, go through, make sure everything's nice and tight. And then you come back in the center hole where you started. So when you come back in the center hole, this is pretty important. Maybe I'm going to move the camera a little bit. So when you come back through the center hole, make sure you come in so that the string running across the center is on either side of the tails. So this is coming out one side of the string, and you're going to want this last piece to come out on the other side so that the string is running through the middle, because you're going to tie the knot over the string in the center. So it'll take a little bit of finagling, but you just kind of get it through, pull it, and then again make sure everything is nice and tight. And I'm going to move this again. Okay, so you have the book. And this is the knot that ties it all up. It's a super simple knot. Just want to make sure you see this. So you have it on either side. Is it overexposing? Jeez. If I turn this off. Okay, that's actually way better. Okay. So you have either side of the string. So you take the one in your whichever hand. Start with, say, your left hand, and you go left over right. Left over right, and then through the center and tie just a simple knot. And then you take the left side, or excuse me, the right side, and go right over left. Like that. And then leave about half an inch and just snip. And so you just do that to each of the pack of papers, and just, again, make sure it's nice and tight, not too tight. And then, yeah, just work your way up. And if you have any questions at all, feel free to call me or email. My number is on your package. Yes, good luck. Let me know. And thanks again. Take care. Have a great wedding.